So good morning this morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning.
This is another beautiful Saturday for us to have our say on what's going on in Nigeria, how to shape the policy to work for all the citizens, the poor and the rich. So, sir, from Rufai Oseni, a TV presenter from Arise, he said Nigeria is too rich, but its citizens are poor because of its leadership. Do you get that? Nigeria are too rich, but its citizens are poor because of its leadership.
Yes,
Do you support this
yes,
statement?
I support the statement. He's not far from the truth. That is just the truth. Nigerian, if you sometimes most of these European people they do wonder what is bringing Nigerians to their country because they believe that Nigeria has what it takes to to cater for its citizens even in the next 50 years to come. If we are paid, if the federal government should decide today that every Nigerian citizen will be placed under a salary of 50,000 naira per month, I don't think Nigeria will go bankruptcy. We have the money, we have everything. I don't know. We have almost everything in life, but what are we experiencing? We are experiencing a situation where there's a bad governance, bad people trying to only back those money for their own personal interest or within the reach of their family. So whatever the man is saying as a TV presenter, he's not far from the truth. That is just the truth. Nigerians are very, very much rich and very, very rich to the do you know that most of these European countries that we run to, most of them were far better and richer than them. But what are we experiencing? We are experiencing a situation whereby our so-called politicians, I don't call them politicians, I call them businessmen. They are nothing but businessmen in politics. What they are after is just to enrich their personal interest. But Nigeria, we are rich. It's not far from the truth. That is just it.
So this is from thanks for that, and this is from Femi Falana. He said federal government 5 billion palliative is a waste of time.
Uh, I think I said it on this platform yesterday. Is nothing but a total waste of time because the 5 billion naira we are talking about, you and I will not even see a dime. Who are going to take the money? The so-called governors are the ones that will eat the money. And then you are talking about rice. I asked you a question here yesterday. How many bags of rice makes a trailer of a trailer? I said it's 600 bags. And when you times 600 times 5, you're talking about 3,000 bags of rice. How many percentage of people do we have here, ordinary our ISIS or Ikeja ISIS? How many individuals will be able to get the reach, place their hands on the reach of that particular rice? But you're talking about billions upon billions. I am someone that is sometimes I don't even have radio in my house. Why? Because it looks somehow that whenever you tune your radio, you keep on hearing billions upon billions, trillions upon trillions of naira, and then you yourself will not even have a look at a touch to that particular money. So it's not fair. Whatever the person that just said that is total waste of time. He's not. Let me use this word. Not actually far from the truth because nobody will even see the money. This is not the first of its kind that a lot of money has been promising Nigerians. Are you getting me? So they will just sit down within themselves and share the money, and they will tell you that the money has been shared. Simple.
So going forward, the president continue to make his rich go around the nation as he approve a car loan for the primary school teachers. Do you see this as a welcome development?
That's nothing like a welcome development. Even if you are loaning a car to the primary school teachers, what happens to their welfare? It's not about giving them cars. It's not about giving them all those incentives. What the most important incentive you give to a man is you work for me and I will give you the incentive, your salary on a daily basis. I will pay you to the extent that even your family, once you come back home, your family will be very, very much happy that my father is actually working. Are you getting me? Car is nothing. To me, I don't rate you, maybe, I don't rate anybody that owns a car as if he's a rich man. To me, I don't substantiate that standard. I looked at it as if, I looked at how were you able to, as in, to cater for the entire needs of your family. I have a lot of friends, and you too, you know that. You have a lot of friends that can even have car, but they don't have money to buy fuel. How many Teachers will be able to give cars, and how many of them will be able to fuel their cars? So I don't think it's not even a welcome idea. I'm not happy, seriously.
All right, going forward, the state governors cannot be trusted. Labour Union rejects the federal government 185 billion naira palliatives.
That's the Labour Congress rejected it. But
So do you see the statement that we should not
I am
trust
standing
our
here.
governors?
I am standing here to believe that today or tomorrow, the Labour itself, I don't even trust Labour. Are you getting me? The same Labour we are talking about, the same Labour will still come out and tell you that this is what they need from the government. At the end of the day, every issues concerning the palliative will be closed, and there will be a particular to it. So whatever the government are saying, or whatever the Labour Congress or the Labour unions are doing, I don't think is auguring well within my own platform, because I am not even expecting them to even go ahead. But the 180 billion naira palliative they are talking about, if Labour union should be 100, 55% of them will not echo, will not give a go ahead to that. But believe me, because of the trust, we don't have much trust on them anymore. A lot of them will yield to that promises, and they're gonna do what? Go in and collect the money and collect whatever the palliative the federal government is giving to them, because the next thing they will tell you is nothing but what? Our national king.
So this is from a man. He set himself ablaze on fire just because of the high cost of living in Nigeria.
Let him go and face his judgment. Let him go and face God there. But I don't think in life there's anything that will amount to taking your life. Because as long as you cannot give one, you don't have any right to take it. So let him go and meet God, wherever God is. Sometimes there's some comment that we don't need to comment here on a platform, because even on a based on analysis, you should have known where it's coming from. Somebody who cannot endure, what kind of thing can make me to take away? The life is very, very sweet, my brother. Even if I don't have money, for you to even walk alone, receive some fresh air is a welcome idea. It's a very, very important thing in Nigeria, in this life. But in a situation where we are taking away, you cannot give life. Why taking it? So let him go and face Baba God.
Okay, so lastly, sir, CBN to introduce FX price verification system
Anything they want
portal
to,
for importers.
anything they want to verify, anything they want to create or bring in to this country, we are ready for
This
them.
is to stabilize the rate of dollars.
And we are ready to even believe me. There's also means of this dollar going higher again. Forget whatever they are saying. As long as I'm concerned, whatever they are doing, we are still in Nigeria. We still stand to watch and see whatever they are doing.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. So that's all from Mr. Charles. We'll be waiting for someone else to talk and give their voice on the headings, on the important points on the newspaper. So welcome on board today, Mr. David. It's a pleasure having you today.
The pleasure is mine. Good
So
morning.
how do you see this Saturday? Are you enjoying the atmosphere? As you can see, there's no sun.
Thank God for the gift of life. Thank God, because God is our source. Thank God for Him, for us to be alive today. All thanks and kudos to God Almighty. Because if by government has no intention of keeping every Nigerians alive. Government just want to kill us.
They are trying their best. Okay, firstly, this is from Rufai Oseni, a TV presenter from Arise News. He said, Nigeria is too rich, but its citizens are poor because of its leader. Do you support this statement?
It's a statement everybody supports, because due to the present condition of Nigeria, Nigeria has what it takes to be one of the best country all over, even to compete with US, Canada, and Germany. But just that leadership position has always been the barrier in this country. We have leaders that are self-centered. We have leaders that don't want our citizens to even breathe. We have leaders that only think of themselves. We have leaders that their mindset of going in, occupying public office is just to embezzle public funds, money meant for the people. You have leaders that are just so clueless when it comes to when it when it comes to doing the needful for the society, we have leaders that only what they do there is just to go occupy government offices and then lose money and then go back, go to Dubai, London, America, and then build houses. That is the kind of leader we have, and that's not a good welcome, and that is not a good development for a society.
Okay, secondly, sir, this is from the labor union. State governors cannot be trusted with 185 billion palliative given to them by the federal government.
Like what I have said countless times, I always told you, NSC, I said it here yesterday, that state government accept they are thieves. These men would have also siphon this money. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the country, has the masses at his heart, he ought to have done the needful by providing, using the 5 billion allocated to each state to purchase federal government mass transit stationed in strategic position that will convey its citizens to their various workplace marketplaces. With that alone, people will now save costs, because if government is saying, if you give the state government money, what would the state government use the money to? State government in return will siphon the money, and they expect me to walk up to the state governor, to allow sir, and then ask the state governor, what did you do with the 5 billion the president gave you? How would I even have access to the state governor's office when you have block of security men around? This money has been channeled to be looted, because if Tinubu knows that the state governor will loot the money, so if for him to prevent this issue of state governors looting the money, he should have even opted to even get, for him to bought buses as palliative that will cushion the effect they are giving governors money. You think government will now call top government functionaries to share the money, to loot the money?
Okay, sir. Going forward, the president continues to ensure his reach gets to everyone as
What?
his reach
Okay.
gets to everyone as he approved a car loan for primary school teachers. Do you think this is a welcome development?
President, federal not state primary school teachers o, federal government too has their primary schools which is managed by the federal government. It's a welcome development too, but hope the loan will not be something would the when it comes to paying back the loan, hope is not something that will kill the staffs, because it's a good development. Even everywhere in the world, people access loan to better their life, but the terms and conditions attached to the loan is what I don't know. So if the conditions, terms and conditions are not strings ones, and are not the one that I had, and are not strings condition, then see, it's a very good one to it.
Okay, sir. The CBN introduce FX price verification system to caution the increase of dollar every day.
I actually saw that story, but I have not read through it, so I cannot debate. I cannot give my opinion on what I don't have knowledge about for now. So probably I will
So
go
do you
back.
think having a fixed price on all commodities in Nigeria will help value our naira?
It would. It would. Why that we have price? We have consumer price protection, and then we have price control agency. That thing, even stock that the market has buy, that has been sidelined for some months. If dollar goes up, they will tell you dollar tomorrow, which is supposed to be so.
So a price control
It
will
will
help
help.
us value
Sure.
our naira. So lastly, sir, the federal government 5.5 billion naira palliative is a waste of time. This is coming from Femi Falana.
The 5 billion what?
The 5 billion
I've
palliative given to all states.
Femi Falana does not need to say it. I've said it here. Last time. It's a waste of time. And then what? I have preferred solution to the government what to do. Like this urban now. Imagine you working on the island. From here to CMS is 1,000 naira. Coming back to Ogba, like you bought a bus from here to CMS, 1,000 naira. Why coming back from CMS to Ogba, 1,000 naira? If government gets a mass transit bus, that can convey people here from here to CMS, and then government fix the price at the rate of 400 naira to CMS, and then 400 naira go. Don't you think that person has saved 1,200 in his pocket? That person has saved 1,200 in his pocket, and then by so doing, every month, imagine you save up to like 20,000 something, 20 plus. That is government intervention. Government is only to give you cash. The buses will be stationed in different strategic locations where people can easily access to it. Only giving thief money, they give governors money. Government will be thief now. Don't be surprised tomorrow they will tell you that government need to set up a panel of inquiry for them to look into this misappropriation of 180 billion that was given to government for this palliative, and the committee in return will say government should give them 200 billion for them to start kick off. It's just too bad. It's just too bad. It's bad. It's bad.
All right, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. So that's all from Mr. David Iyaziseo. So lastly, I'll be having. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
The brief Saudi, sir.
Abi,
How was your trip here today?
we thank the living God.
All right, sir. The first one from here, sir. This is from a TV presenter from Arise TV. So he said, Nigeria is too rich, but its citizens are poor just because of the negligence from its leadership. From its leader, do you support this statement?
I think it's a statement of facts because Nigeria is abundantly blessed by natural resources. It will surprise you to know that if you are looking at natural resources, Nigeria Delta do not have more than some states. I think Kaduna State have more natural resources than any other states in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. Go and verify it. It's just that federal government, the attention has been focused on oil and gas, and nobody is looking at other areas to explore. As we speak, the oil deposit we have in Nigeria, it will be in some other part of the world that is sufficient for them to depend on to develop the economy and to live on. We are here in Nigeria. We have even uranium. They say it's in contention in Niger. We have uranium deposit in more than 5 states in Nigeria. The issue of gold, we have gold deposit here. We have zinc. We have bitumen. There are so many natural resources that if you start exploring it here, Nigeria is abundantly blessed. The only problem we have is our leadership crisis.
All right, so that's our own. Is not natural crisis; it's just leadership crisis. That's our own issue here. So going forward, sir, this is coming from Femi Falana. He said, "Federal government 5 billion loan to each state is a waste of time." Do you think he's trying to say it won't get to the needful people?
Federal government 5 billion.
Yes, it's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time, one, and two, I think it's grossly inadequate.
How do you mean, sir?
Because we have a country of about 250 million people, and we say 5 billion to each state. We have 36 states from FCT 37. If you multiply 5 billion by 37, you are going to get 185 billion naira. If you divide that by about 250 million people, you are going to get about 750 naira. So that is grossly inadequate. In a country where senators, House of Rep members are sharing 70 billion, I think it's grossly inadequate.
All right, sir. Thank you for that. Going forward, sir, Nigerian hardship and high cost of living, a man in Nigeria set himself ablaze. What do you have to say to this?
It's quite unfortunate, and ignorance, they say, is a disease. Well, what will it take you? What will it profit you to send yourself to hellfire? To kill yourself? One, you suffer in the cause of dying. Secondly, you end up in hellfire. Because I don't know how somebody who takes his life will be justified before God
Why?
to inherit the kingdom of God. So it's quite unfortunate.
All right, sir. Going forward, sir, the president continues to ensure his reach gets to everyone. His reach gets to everywhere. As he approved a car loan for federal primary school teachers. Is this a welcome development?
This government is a government of hardship. It's a government of tormentation. It's a government that is not interested in the welfare of Nigerians. What we need is give us a enabling environment for business to flourish. What we need is the naira you unify at the official window, collapse it to what it used to be for the economy to grow. All this you see is cosmetic approach that will not solve any problem. So unfortunately, Nigerians are docile. They are not complaining, though they may be complaining, but I don't think it have gotten to the point where they know that we will realize that they need to hit the streets in protest. But I think that is a right given to Nigerians by Nigerian constitution. So for me, giving car loan to private school teachers is cosmetic approach. It doesn't solve any problem.
All right, sir. Thank you for that. Lastly, sir, the CBN to introduce FX price verification system portal for importers.
What purpose is that serving? It's not serving any good purpose.
I think the number one purpose is to regulate the high price of dollar.
You cannot.
Going up
You
every
don't.
day.
No. You get it. Are you not aware that Falana is already dragging CBN to court for floating naira at the official window? That is unconstitutional. That the constitution empowers CBN to freeze naira officially. If you deregulate naira at the official window, you cannot command anybody through fiat, through government policy, through any command to say you must buy SY amount, you must sell SY amount. It doesn't work. The only way you can regulate is to peg naira at the official window, so that the man who is importing flour to manufacture bread will get the dollar at SY amount. And if you come to the market value, his end product, you can tell him that we subsidize dollar for you to import flour, therefore you cannot sell above XYZ to Nigerians. So leaving them at the mercy of the market forces is already saying everybody is at liberty to do whatever they want in terms of selling whatever amount you want to sell after the production. I think that is the way it is.
All right, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. That's all for today. So, as you can see, the few people of Nigeria here have their say on what's going on, the current affairs in Nigeria cities, in Nigeria, whatever the politicians are going through and making the Nigerian citizen go through. So that's all we have for you today. Please, subscribe to our channel, like, and of course, don't forget to click on that bell button to get notification of my video every day. That's bye bye.